Senator Kennedy.
Thanks, Mike. Whether it's $600 or $10,000, under this proposal, the intimate financial details of everyone in this room, of at a minimum of every American who has a job, will be turned over on a daily basis to the IRS. What could possibly go wrong? Republicans aren't perfect, but this stuff is crazy. President Xi would be proud. Now, Secretary Yellen, who's one of the leading proponents of this Squid-Brained idea, says we need to do it to catch rich tax cheats. She knows better than that. Why throw the net so wide? This proposal, like a lot of proposals in my Democratic friend's bill, is not about public policy, and it's not about taxes. It's about control. There are too many people in charge right now in Washington, D.C., who just don't trust Americans to know what's best for themselves. They just don't trust Americans to make decisions for themselves. Their attitude seems to be, do what you're told. Just do what you're told, and if you do that, we might let you eat meat occasionally. This is another step in that direction. And I hope my Democratic friends rethink this idea. Because I thought that was a really good question. I used to collect taxes for the state of Louisiana. I had my title was like Secretary of the Department of Revenue or something, but I was a tax collector. Of course there's a tax gap. Duh. I mean, we have a voluntary system. And when we first imposed an income tax in America, and the constitutionality of it was litigated, I think our lawmakers in our judicial branch decided, well, we need to strike a balance here between people's privacy. I'm not sure they used the word privacy then, but between people's privacy and public policy of catching people who cheat. And the way you do that is through audits. And the IRS, look, it's an extraordinarily inefficient agency. Any of you have a tax question? Go call the IRS this afternoon. See what happens. You can't even get them on the phone. I mean, it's ludicrous. What are they going to do with all this data? The second point I want to make, I don't think you can understate the risk that this data could leak. I mean, we just had an instance. Some of my colleagues talked about it, where financial data of taxpayers was leaked, I think by the IRS. And the IRS said they'd get to the bottom of it. Have you heard anything? Have y'all asked? I haven't. And you know what? We won't. And we remember what happened with Lois Lerner. You know, it just depends on what kind of, I've talked too long. It depends on what kind of state you want to live in. Do you folks really want to live in a state where the government knows every one of the intimate details of your life, including finances? If you do, I hear China's beautiful this time of year. I said too much. I'm sorry. I'm leaving. You did a good job, Crapo.
A lot of hands here. I'm going to start here, and then we'll rotate back and forth.